Yeah, we did. We were getting ready to do 10 and he said let's get after it.
All right. So we did up to we did through 14C, correct?
Correct.
All right. Out of 200 bagels that were made fresh or Panera bread, 30 of them were thrown away because they weren't sold. Construct a 90% confidence interval for the true proportion of bagels that are thrown out each day. Okay? So we have P hat, that's my estimate. So how many bagels did I throw out?
210.
I threw out 30 out of 210. So it'd be 1 out of 7. And what is 1/7 in decimal? .142. So that tells me Q. Q hat is 1 minus 0.142. That's 0.858. Is that right? There's P and Q. Okay. So now what I have to do is put a confidence interval around that, right? And what size confidence interval do we want? 90%, right? Here's 90. That's 0.9, 0.05, 0.05, right? So this value is inverted norm. 0.05, it's negative 1.645. This side over here is inverted norm. 0.95, and that's 1.645, right? So those are Z values, right? Or confidence interval. Okay, so how do we do that? Confidence interval is simply P hat plus or minus Z alpha by 2 square root P hat Q hat divided by N. Correct? So we got to do is substitute everything in. That's 0.142 plus or minus 1.645 square root 0.142 0.858 for Q divided by N. What's N? 210. Okay. 90%. So it's 90% confidence interval, right? Yes. Okay. So someone's going to have to give me what's inside that square root sign. So 0.142 times 0.858 divided by 210. What's that? .80 E minus 4. So that's 0.142 plus or minus 1.645 square root of 0.000580. Right? Now move that decimal point 4 places to the left. That puts 3 zeros in front. So what now is the square root? 0.00058. .024. Now multiply that by 1.645. What do I have? .039. So I simply add and subtract that. So I add 0.039 and subtract 0.039. So that gives me 0.1481, and I subtract it gives me 0.103. So that should be my confidence interval, 103 or 181. 0.103 to 0.181. Did you get that? And of course, the calculator will give that to us directly, right? How do we do that? We go into stat. But now we go over to test, right? Stat test. we go down to proportional test. Let's see what it says there. I'll make sure I get the right wording. Proportional Z interval number 1. Proportional Z interval number 1. And you simply put P in, 0.142, put your N value, and you put your confidence level, which in this case is 90%. And you hit calculate, you should get back these two figures. Make sure we all get that.
You said one prop Z test?
Yeah.
I don't look
Oh, I got the wrong one. Z interval.
One prompt Z int, int.
Number 7? You said the Z interval?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it, what number or letter is it? 7,
Seven?
A?
A1 or A2, I think either one will do it. I'm going to check it out.
So,
Give me just 1 second. Let me make sure. 24.
so it's the one right after 0?
Yeah, there it is. One prop Z interval. It's got to be prop Z.
Prompt
interval.
Z. You put in 30 for X
We'll do it for-
and 210. You should get those numbers.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to do it. Yeah. It's one prop Z interval.
Does it say just int Does it say just int int
Yeah.
instead of interval?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to put in X. X is, in this case, 30. Because we have 30 people out of 210, so N is 210. And then 90%. And calculate. You did it wrong.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
One prop. The little tricky thing about that is that if you don't have how many successes there are, so if they just give you P.5, they said you had 3,000 observations, you'd have to know to put in 1,500 for X, 3,000 for N to get you back to 0.5. So want to see that? That's the tricky part about it. That's why I don't emphasize it too much. Some problems I'll just tell you what P is and ask you to do a confidence interval. And they have 1,200 observations. So if P is 0.6, you'd have to put 720 in. Correct, right? That's why I don't teach it that way. But that's up to you, however you do it. You gotta get X and N, and you gotta get it proportionally correct. Let's say they say it's 65%, and they had 1,300 observations. What would you put in for X? You have to go 0.65 times 1,300. That's what you put in for X. And you have to put in 1,300. Now, 1,300 is gospel. You got to keep that because that's controlling the form. We'll see what room we're going to be in. Okay, is everyone okay on computing a confidence interval? CSE claims that 42% of students are male. Random sample, 48 students, counts